Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I'm trying to answer a very important question. Which weapon from Alien Arsenal is better? Alien Disintegrator or Alien Blaster? And you could think that it is as simple as checking the stats on your workbench and figuring out which ones are the best. Unfortunately, it is not the case, and we spent hours on last livestream trying to figure out which actually is better. Just a quick example, you could think that 100 plus 25% will be 125. That's how it works in real world. But in Fallout universe, it can be either 110, 136, or 180. So you cannot know how much 25 is unless you test it. So we tested both of those weapons. I have the best legendary variations. I will save you all testing. If you really want to see it all, you can probably rewatch the Twitch livestream still there. I think Twitch holds the livestream for like 30 days that you can rewatch them. But what we figure out, the essence, and then I show you the performance. Hey, check out the latest sales from our sponsor G Fuel, up to 30% off with code TURTLE. All the energy you need with no sugar. Check it out right now, the link in the description. In case of Alien Disintegrator, you have two options that we can go with: automatic receiver or high powered. The other ones are definitely inferior, and there is no muzzle mods, nothing like that. All the alien weapons are silent, that's important to know. Now, I have this damage while aiming for only the reason of showing you what I'm talking about fire rate. Look at that, 75 fire rate. And if it comes with extra fire rate, it's 98. 75 plus 25%, I'm talking in real world. 75 increased by 25% will give you 94. In here, it's give you 98. So weapon speed is very good on Alien Disintegrator, and math is even more interesting if you would have high powered. In this case, we are going up from like 12 to 22. So you can see the math in Fallout universe is very special, and that is the one with high powered. And high powered, I do strongly recommend quad weapon speed, as that gives you 81 ammo capacity when normal ammo capacity for high powered is 6. So you can see 300 ammo capacity, 6 plus 300. Yeah, it's different math because we count from different value than actual ammo capacity, from the base value, whatever it is. Then we have Alien Blaster, and here we have two options, either Cryo Mag or Poison Mag. I was testing as well difference with scope or without scope. It's not much, it's 2% VATS accuracy if you add a scope. So that's in practice. And I will talk even more, but let's start firing at some super mutants so you'll see the performance. In the same time, the build is made intentionally to be equally good for rifles, commando weapons, and gunslinger weapons. It is important to mention that Demolition Expert is essential for both Cryo Alien Blaster and Poison Alien Blaster. So we are starting with Bloodied Weapon Speed, Alien Disintegrator with automatic receiver. The other one with damage while aiming is not good, it was only to showcase you the difference in the fire rate. The full capacity is 40, the quad is pointless, it will be merely double. So what I would recommend for this gun is either going with Bloodied or anti-armor, and weapon speed, which is fire rate, is essential. You must have it, otherwise it's no longer really good. So there are some requirements. It is, apart from that, a standard commando silent weapon like a fixer, very similar way. And as you can see, performance is great. I would say it is a really good weapon. Now, then we have high-powered Alien Disintegrator. In that case, quad is essential, and weapon speed again even more important than previously, as weapon speed almost doubles the fire rate in case of this gun. With the ammo capacity of 80 and so much power per hit, you will almost never reload. 2 shots to the head is a bloodied build without a critical. With a critical is an easy one-shot kill. So performance is amazing. The VATS accuracy and range is amazing. The ammo efficiency is like unmatched. There is, I don't know if there is weapon with similar ammo efficiency. Probably Plasma Caster can do that, but Plasma Caster is not silent. Then we have Alien Blaster. 2 options, cryo or poison. And you probably noticed that on the weapon card, this gun is not really showing much. Look at the damage, it's really low. But you must remember, the Alien Blaster, all the information I shared in my old video about 2-shot Alien Blaster is still up to date, so maybe I will not repeat everything, as that's a lot of talking. You can see here a lot of damage, and it does benefit from snowball effect and micro explosions. And it is great and powerful. You cannot really see the difference between this gun and Disintegrator with high powered, but high powered Disintegrator does more damage. I tested it at full health to be sure it does do more damage than the blaster. Then if we change the blaster to the poison mag, it is showing so much lower damage even than the cryo. But the thing is, if we start firing it, you cannot really tell that there is any lower damage. In practice, it's hard, really hard to determine which one is actually better, as there is a little bit of damage inconsistencies in case of both of those Alien Blasters, plus all the recent bugs with the latest update. To mention just one of those is extra critical damage. This currently doesn't work on it. It's just a dead second star. It's broken like a lot of second star effects that I explained in previous video with changes implemented with latest patch, that mostly I don't know which one intentional, which one not. I would say this one definitely not, as it's supposed to be doing damage. And you can see if I hip fire, there's multiple damage numbers, higher, smaller, because the poison impact, poison explosion, the impact of energy damage is all like a little bit separate. All those weapons are VATS weapons. All the Alien Arsenal, those are VATS weapons. You can use them outside of VATS, but those are no longer really good choices. Those are the best choices for VATS builds, either pistol or rifle. Now, what's the verdict? And here I had a real tough time to getting a verdict for those weapons, just because those weapons are both so good. They both so good that it was a hard time to get the final score, and we decided on the live stream that generally, if we compare the Cryo Alien Blaster and high-powered rifle, it must be a draw, as both of them have a strong side and a weak side. So, how you choose? Basically, high-powered Alien Disintegrator. You will need 2 legendary effects, quad and weapon speed, to push its performance to the level you can see in here. This weapon is not tradable. You cannot trade it. So those are the bad things. The good things: it is a rifle, so you will use perception perks, therefore you don't need any perks under agility to take your space, like in case of a blaster. Then you do not need Demo Expert equipped with this weapon, so that saves you 5 points. It is really ammo efficient, that's another one, and reasonable fire rate. You will not break your trigger finger. Really high power, really high range, silent, accurate, saves you ammo. easy to spec for. Then we have Alien Blaster. 2-shot is a must. Second and third star, not so important. Just a 2-shot will do it for you, so definitely easier to get a legendary variant you will need. Then, it's tradable, so you can just buy 2-shot from someone already modified and save all the grind. And why cryo when poison is doing similar damage? Poison doesn't give anything else than damage. Cryo slows down your target, so cryo is a winner in my opinion, even with the same amount of damage. The damage over time from poison is basically non-existent, so it's not a benefit. Now this weapon, crazy high fire rate. By default, you will definitely break your trigger finger as you need to keep pressing it as fast as you can to push maximum best out of this gun. It's still the same range as the rifle, so the highest range pistol ever. Even harder to use without VATS, because 2-shot. So you need these VATS to hit your targets. 2-shot will punish you if you try to fire without VATS. Actually, what I as well discovered, the 2-shot reduced the VATS accuracy as well, but it's very insignificant. It was like 1 to 2 percentage points inside VATS. So small that normally I would not even be able to notice that. Next, all the perks, all the gunslinger perks are under agility with all other good perks. Apart from that, you cannot increase the reload speed. The ground pounder will not work on pistols. And on top of that, you must equip Demo Expert or you will lose a lot of its damage. So there are some drawbacks and some plus sides for both of those weapons. Which one therefore is your winner? I did the comparison. They're both great, they both have different requirements. This is the best roll, the first 2 stars quad weapon speed for Disintegrator. 3rd star, if you can get less AP cost, great. Then Alien Blaster, it's a 2-shot. Then for the 2nd star, if you can get extra crit damage, and 3rd star, less AP cost, that would be a perfect roll as well. Now, you let me know. Who's your winner and did you try both Alien Disintegrator and Alien Blaster? Unfortunately, I would put the automatic version behind other two just because we already have better automatic weapons like Elder's Mark or the Fixer that can perform this role for Commando generally better than automatic Alien Disintegrator, although they will not offer you this cool sound. And that being said, this is everything I have to tell you about those weapons. Did you know all of that? Is it something new for you? Are you going to try them again? Or are you waiting for aliens to return in the future? Which would be sad. I don't like waiting myself. Let me know. And now, have a good day and see you in the next one.